you go out, you try to have fun. You go out to the bars, you do your thing. And what I realized was that everyone around me was having sex, right? And what's wrong with that? Nothing. That's life. That's college. That's what you do. This is a shout out to my Boston people out here. Apparently, this is what a frat party's like out here. I haven't been to one yet. But my point is that like people go out there and they get tested, and they have sex. And the problem is people are not getting tested for sexually transmitted diseases. And you ask yourself, why is that? And I think there's a very clear answer to that. It's because people don't want to get tested because it's embarrassing, and you don't want to feel, you don't want to get judged. You don't want to deal with all the BS that comes with it. So I said, what can we do to fix that problem? And that's kind of where I came up with this idea of having a at-home test for sexually transmitted diseases. And so I realized, we have a pregnancy test. Why the hell do I have to go to the clinic or go wherever it is that I have to go to get tested for sexually transmitted diseases? Why can't I do that in the comfort of my own home? And so I came to Michigan with that idea, and I was fortunate enough to find four other PhD students that were a great addition to the team. And so these guys together, we came up with this idea of a microfluidic device that that could be used to test for STDs in a rapid manner. The idea was to have a cup that you just kind of pee in, and then you flip it over in 10 minutes to tell you your results. Sounds great. And this is kind of a prototype of what our device would have looked like, if you can imagine that on the back of a cup. And I think, this device, this prototype wouldn't have existed without Doug, because he kind of gave us a grant, which was really great, and I thank him for that. And here's kind of the kicker. Everyone I talked to said it was a great idea. This is a check that we got from the Great Lakes Entrepreneurs Quest. We won the first place for that. And I think more than anything, we had tons of customer validation. We went to the clinics, we went to Planned Parenthood. Everyone told us that it was a genius idea, and we developed a business plan. We had a plan of attack of going to Planned Parenthood because they were getting huge budget cuts from the government, and it was great. And I think it was a very valuable experience. We spent 2 years doing it. We got it to the point where we were basically at, okay, we can do two things. We can either continue on with it as a company, and drop out with our PhD, out of our PhD programs, or unfortunately, we realized it was the wrong time in life, and we all decided to continue with our PhDs. And I think, it was very tough for me to kind of let go of the project and to let go of the company, because every day I hear stories about people that are not getting tested for sexually transmitted diseases. And why not? Because they're embarrassed. And I get it. I mean, it's a tough thing to kind of admit to, and it's a tough thing to kind of get the courage up and walk to the clinic, talk to a physician about it, or a nurse. It's tough. And the thing is, people from high schools aren't getting tested. The number of diseases are increasing significantly every year. We're up to 1.3 million cases of chlamydia a year. The target population is 15 to 24, which is basically high school and college. I'm sure everyone in that room where you guys are understands the need for an at-home test. But we were not the right people to do it. And it's kind of sad. It's actually really sad to me to go out and think about that.